So I'm Chris Hopson, I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for NHS England. Well, I first started off by thanking people for the work that they're doing. I mean, if you look at the Darcy report, the service is under huge pressure, but it's only thanks to the commitment, the professionalism and the dedication of our frontline staff that we are continuing to, in Darcy's words, keep the show on the road. I talked a bit about Apna, because I think Apna's done an amazing job in a very short period of time. And then I also then just talked a bit about where we're going in the future in terms of encouraging people to take full part in the 10-year plan process that we're about to start, because that's going to set the future direction for the service over the next decade. Well, two or three things. The first is a real recognition that colleagues from the South Asian heritage make an amazing contribution to the NHS. I talked a bit about the riots and the degree to which I know that some people felt unsafe as a result of what was happening in the riots. And I just wanted to really reinforce what our Chief Executive, Amanda Pritchard, said at the time, that those from a South Asian heritage, like the whole of our workforce, but particularly those who come from a non-white British heritage and background, they make an amazing and fantastic contribution. I wanted the most important message, in a sense, I wanted to give was the one that Amanda gave at the point of the riots, which is you are welcome. You are a really key part of what we do in the NHS. It's our job to protect you. It's our job to ensure that you feel safe at work, and we will do all that we can to ensure that happens. The second bit really was just more of because we know this 10-year plan process is going to be really absolutely key, to just really encourage people to engage as effectively as possible, because the plan will be as good as the people who are prepared to engage with it. I think they're incredibly important, and I think that Apna is very important as one of a number of groups that are supporting members of our workforce. We know, unfortunately, that one of the really difficult parts of the NHS is that our colleagues are on the end of racist behaviour, which can be at one end bullying and harassment, but at the other, microaggressions that make people feel uncomfortable at work. And I think what's really important is that people should not only have a safe space where they can share these experiences, but crucially, organisations like Apna can encourage, support people to be promoted, for example. So we know Apna's done a fantastic job of ensuring that we've had a significant increase in the number of people from South Asian heritage on trust boards, both execs and non-execs, but also just that real kind of sense of celebrating the achievements of this community. So I think they play a really important role. Well, I think conferences like this are really important because they bring people together. You have the opportunity to share experiences. You have the chance to learn new things. And hey, one of the features about the NHS is that it is incredibly busy. It moves incredibly fast. So the time, to be frank, to take out a bit of time to reflect, a bit of time to learn new things, but also, to be frank, to feel part of a wider community, particularly for some staff who feel perhaps more isolated because they're not from a white British heritage. I think that it's really, really important.